So good afternoon everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about the strain measurement. The strain measurement is in the last topic of the mechanical measurement of force, torque and pressure measurement in the module 5. Okay, so here we are going to discuss about the mechanical strain measurement as well as the optical strain measurement we are going to discuss over here. So first we will know about what is strain. So the strain is the deformation per unit length is known as unit strain. So the strain is equal to del L by L, that is the change in length by original length. Okay, so here the net change in dimension is required, then the total strain will be used over here. The strain is encountered most engineering materials are very small, then they are called as micro strain over here. So there are three, the strain is classified into three types. One is the mechanical strain gauges, second one is the optical strain gauges, and third one is the electrical strain gauges. So now first we are going to discuss about mechanical strain gauges. So here the extensometer, which can be used to magnifying the values. So that's what it is called, to measuring the strain gauge device is called as extensometer. So the mechanical devices like a lever and other thing it will be used, that is called as mechanical strain gauges. So here we are going to discuss about very type mechanical strain gauges. So here this gauge points, it has some two gauge point. One is the fixed gauge point, another is the mobile gauge point. So this gauge point is mobile gauge point is connected to the magnifying lever. This magnifying lever is connected to the other point, to the dial indicator. Okay, so here in this one, the point, the gauge factor, the lever magnifies the displacement. This magnifies the displacement directly to the calculated the dial indicator. The displacement is used to calculate the strain value over here. The most commonly used mechanical strain gauges are normally here as the Berry type strain gauges only. So this type of extensometer, which can be used to measure the up to 200 mm length in the some of the structured components. Okay, so if while moving this mobile gauge, so this fixed gauge is going to support the instrument, and this mobile gauge, wherever the displacement takes place, so from that slightly move over here according to that magnifying lever, it will be deflect over here, so that the dial gauge, with the help of the dial gauge, how much it will be deflects, that it will be noted down. So those deflection, it will be going to find it out with the help of the dial gauge, how much it has to be deviated. Okay, so like this way these mechanical strain gauges are works over here. So in the mechanical strain gauges, it have like advantages, like it has self-contained magnification system. So to operate this one, it does not require any external devices or any other power source. It does not require. So it has own self-manufacturing devices and no auxiliary equipment needed as in case of electrical strain gauges. Then comes into the disadvantages. So limited only the static test, high inertia, and the response of the system is low, and there should be a sufficient surface area on the test. Okay, so these are all the disadvantages of the mechanical strain gauges. Then we can go on to the optical strain gauge. So in the optical strain gauges, mostly used the optical strain gauges is the Tuckerman strain gauges. So the method that will be the Tuckerman strain gauges is like this only. So in this consists of the extensometer and autocollimeter over here. So it consists of autocollimeter and the extensometer over here. And in this one, it have logens. So this is called it as logens. So here the knife edge is fixed on the component, and also the one more is used for like like So here there are two logens are fixed. Okay, then the distance between the fixed knife edge, so this is the knife edge, and to the logens changes due to the loading. Then the logens it will be rotates at any light beam on the falling object. Okay, so the light sources we are going to send, so according to that it will be going to rotate over here, then it will be deflected. So the function of autocollimator is sent to the parallel rays or light to receive back reflected light beam from the logens. So once it will be sends this light rays over here, and it is the reflected light rays over here. Okay, so the relative moment of the reflected light viewed through the eyepiece on the autocollimator is calibrated, measure the strain directly. The gauge used for dynamic measurement here up to the 40 Hz, the photographic recorder, and strains is small 2 micrometer can be resolved over here. The gauge length may be varies 6 mm to 250 mm. So once the autocollimator it will be sends the parallel rays towards to the logens, okay, and reflected back, then the scale readings will be noted. It will be similar to same, there is no changes in the dimension. Suppose anything it will be varies, then the reflected light rays it will be deflected from the scale value. Okay, so that distance, the deflected range, we can going to measure with the help of the scale. Then that is the changes in the component, that we can measure with the help of the component with the help of this strain. So the advantages of the optical strain gauges: the position of the autocollimator need not to be fixed and relative to the extensometer, and reading can be taken by holding the autocollimator by hand. And also disadvantages: limited only for the static measurement, and large gauge lengths are required over here, cannot be used where large strain gradient are encountered over here. Okay, so normally this type of thing it will be a Tuckerman strain gauges. Here we are going to remember about the logens. This is the one logens, another one. So first initially it will be send the parallel beams over here, it will be reflected via the edge, the logens it will be reflected towards to the autocollimator. Okay, you can be through over here. If any changes in the reflected beam, then we can note down. That is the strain in the component. Okay, so this is about the optical strain gauge. Okay, thank you.